Howdy folks, it's Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are 33% done with the Clutton to Glasgow bush trip. This is video 2, so legs 3 and 4. I assume you've seen the previous video, so you don't need to repeat any of that. We're just going to jump right into it. Alright, they started us on the runway, but we are cold and dark, which is fine. That's been normal for bush trips lately. And if you recall, we landed with all the wind turbines. It was fun. It wasn't dangerous at all. It was okay, and the autogen looks kind of funky monkey. Anyway, the first 2 legs, the scenery was 10 out of 10, hands down. Hopefully it continues to be that way. Did a lot of talking in that first video, and it was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, so hopefully we'll be a little more on task in this video, like stream 4. So let's get this started up. So fuel is already on. I recall from last time we just need to turn on the mixture and turn on some battery stuff. Strobe, because we're going to start up in a moment, and anything else I need to do, because I forgot stuff last time. I did something wrong. Don't remember what I did wrong last time. It's not going to start up. Okay. It's running. Cool. We are already on the taxiway, so let's turn on everything. Taxiway on the runway. Come over here. Whoop. Nope. We need avionics 1 and 2. And again, my multi-panel on my monitor on my desk lit up. Oh, we still have GPS too. Cool. We talked about this before in video 1. I'm not going to talk about it again too much, but we have nothing proved to anybody, so we're just following GPS, because why not? Why not? Use the tools available to us. Alrighty, where are we headed? We're headed to Papa. And this should be a quick flight, half an hour or so. Alrighty, let's keep going, because we're already in the middle of this thing. Take off from White Hills Airport and set a course to the east. Gain a visual on Banff Bay to the River Devon, which empties into the bay. Pass over the town on the bay's west side, then the town of Macduff on the bay's east side. Continue on an easterly course to the small fishing village of Gardenstown, located at the head of Gomery Bay. I really wish I could read this in a Scottish accent, but I can't. Alrighty, so that's just right here. So we're just gonna go along the coast for a couple minutes, and then when we get there, we'll read about the next thing. Pretty straightforward. Oh, we need some flaps, probably, huh? And we're already on the runway, so we're just going to take off. No ATC, no weather to worry about, nothing. I wonder why that doesn't say GPS. There we go. Cool. We're not using, I mean, we're looking at it, but we're not using it with autopilot. We'll just do heading bug, just so I can look around. Always don't even need to do heading bug. I just want to be able to look around. Brake off, hold, park your brake off, hold the brake. Spool it up, let go, and away we go. Look out for this turbine. I think we will, no, we'll be airborne before we get to the turbine. If we're in a bigger plane, we'd be beyond it, but let's stay on the ground as long as we can. I mean, rotated that first little thing right there. I don't know. It could get dangerous if we stay on the ground above speed, so let's just pop up a little bit. And here we go, look out! Oh, we went between the blades. Barely, but we did. Yeah, that was cool. Alrighty, trim this thing back, because I'm yanking back on my yoke quite a bit. When we get to the water, we'll turn right. And then, we will go along the coast, as it says to, and then we'll engage autopilot just to sightsee, just with heading bug. No big deal, so you see the heading bug turning on here. Screen using my multi-panel. There we go. We'll just go along like that. Good enough, I think. Plenty good enough. And the small fishing village is right above the nose. Let's have that little bay. Alrighty, what altitude do we want? We're already at 800 feet. Let's do, I don't know, let's do 1500, and then vertical speed will engage. So heading bug. Vertical speed 500 feet per minute, 600 feet per minute, whatever. Heading bug, back to the right, please. Why are you not following the heading bug? Please, thank you. 1100 feet already. Whew. Climbing quickly. Okay, there we go. We avoided the turbines somehow. That was pretty fun, actually. And looking out the ocean. And we shall level off any minute. And then we'll be able to see what we're doing, and then we get to the fishing village. We'll read about the next thing, which is probably fishing village. So you know the drill by now, I think. Sightseeing, So, a little bit of sightseeing summary. You don't miss anything. I show you forward and backward. You miss nothing. I just compress it down. So, a 3-hour bush trip ends up being a few shorter videos, right? Alrighty, there's the town right there, and then the cliffs in front of us. You're not going to get any sightseeing because we're going to get there too soon. There we go. There's your fishing village. And then while we're looking at that out the window, let's read about the next thing, which is what? Fraserburgh. Continue following the coast to the east to the town of Fraserburgh, the largest shellfish port in Scotland. Fraserburgh is located on the west end of Fraserburgh. Oh, Fraserburgh Bay. That's kind of funny. Where Moray Firth meets the North Sea. Did I say filth? Moray Firth. I'm not trying to be offensive. Alrighty, from one town to another. Now you'll get some sightseeing. So enjoy the views. Alrighty, I stepped away and totally got off course here. Because I took care of some business in the house. Just briefly, and it's amazing. As slow as it feels like you're doing and flying things sometimes in the sim, that's where we're supposed to be. As slow as it feels sometimes, it also goes very, very quickly. No, wait, this is what we're supposed to be over here. There we go. It goes very quickly sometimes. So, yeah, gotta be careful. And the turbulence is ridiculous. Hopefully the turbulence doesn't strain the aircraft. Because if it does, it makes you crash and you have to start to leg over. Actually, sometimes they'll start you in the air if you're near a POI, I think. Anyway, that's where we're supposed to be. So let's look at that while we read about the next thing. That was Peterhead, right? I'm trying to look at it here. That doesn't look like Peterhead. Am I behind? Let me see something here. I think so. At Fraserburgh, turn to the southeast and pass over the loch and nature preserve. Important breeding ground for birds. Continue on course to the town of Peterhead, located just inlet of the easternmost point of mainland Scotland. No, this would be Peterhead. So it's 12, although it says 11 on there. So, no, I wasn't behind. I was right. Okay, so we're going to head to Peterhead now. Okay, that makes sense. And then, we're not landing until Papa Delta down here, though. Right? So we have a ways to go yet. Yeah, okay. I was not wrong. I was off course a little bit, but I wasn't wrong with where we're supposed to be. So, there we go. We will enjoy the nature preserve and then head to Peterhead, which I guess is, well, there's water there. No, it's over here somewhere. It's not that one. It's going to be over here. Somewhere. Somewhere, but not over a rainbow. I'll see in a little bit. there it is, turbulence and all. Our town, which I already forgot the name, which is okay because we'll remember in a minute when we pull out the nav log. But that's a nice, huge, awesome city. Very nice. Be fun to cycle around that. Very cool. Seems like we're going really fast. One, because we are. Two, because we're low to the ground. And countryside. Okay, here we go. Let's read about what's next. Was that Peterhead? That's Peterhead. Because, yeah, that right there is that right there. That industry right there, right there. Okay, so that's Peterhead. We are in the right spot. So first, let's see what we need to do. We need to turn this thing. Turn to the south-southwest and follow the coastline, passing several small bays of the North Sea. Gain a visual on the Yutton River and the Yutton Estuary to reach Newburgh, a small coastal village. And then after that is our airport and land. Ooh, cool. It's right between a bunch of buildings. That's awesome. So a small village and then a beautiful placement of an airport, and that'll conclude leg 3 of the bush trip. But we're also going to leg 4 in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for the next part of the video. But I'm just lining it up here a little bit using my heading bug on my multi-panel. Very nice. Alrighty, enjoy some more scenery, and I'll see you at the next little town, and then we'll land. Those are cool. I love the green roofs. So pretty. What's not to love about this bush trip? Definitely an easy one so far, and I expect it to get easier as we go. But it's beautiful, and that's what matters, right? There are some challenging bush trips in the mountains, but it's also nice to just be able to look and admire everything, like this little island right here. How fun is that? Beautiful. Is that a little witch hut at the end of it, maybe? Or am I thinking too much like Minecraft? Probably. Alrighty, the city, it says it's 1.5 minutes away. Could it be that out there? Because it's not below us. There's just rocky land below us. Ooh, what's that, like a resort? Ooh. I wonder what that is. Like a little getaway place? Maybe it's like a spa or something. I could find it in Google Maps and look, I'm sure, but not going to worry about it. Beautiful river. In fact, let's admire from this view. There we go. Alrighty, another minute yet and we'll be at the town, and then we'll read about, what are we going to read about? Landing? We're going to read about landing. Yeah, we're almost at the town, then we're going to land. Have to find that airport sandwiched between some development. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, the town is probably this. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. This little village. More than a village, though. And now we have to find an airport that is between developments out here somewhere. Huh. Hopefully it's easy to spot once we get there. Alright, the area has been spotted, obviously right in front of us, at the base of the mountains. But I don't know where we're going yet. If you look at GPS, we're aimed right for it, though. So, yeah, I don't know. That is really interesting. It's just after a river. I don't even see a river yet either, so this might be difficult to spot because of all the stuff around it, but we'll find it. At least it's not a grass strip in the middle of the plains, which we've had happen before. I think that's it right here. I think it's coming into, yep, there it is right there. See, there's part of, boom, we're looking right down the center of it. At least the runway we're going to land at, because that's the one I can see. I think there's only one runway, right? Yeah, if you're gonna load for me. Oh no, there's a long one and there's a couple of runways. A long one, a medium one, and a super short one. Are we looking at the super short one? I think we're looking at the super short one from there to there. Well, that's cool. Alright, let's turn off autopilot. Let's fly this thing in, bring my throttles a little bit so we descend. And, have at it here. Don't need to slow down too much too soon, though. So we'll let the nose drop down a little bit to gain some speed. Introduce a little more throttle to level off, perhaps? No, stay below the yellow. Alrighty, let's see here. Should be pretty easy, even though I think I'm choosing the shortest runway, but that is okay. Final views out the window. And then this will be the end of leg 3 of the 6. And then we'll have 3 left, one of which will be next in the same video. And then we'll go from there, one thing at a time. Oh, crossing over a really cool looking highway that comes through here. And they're on the wrong side of the road because they're supposed to be. I love how the sim even knows to do that. Oh, that's great. That'd be lame if they used North American road rules where they don't have those rules. I don't know if this is a legit runway, to be honest. We're going to try it. If we crash or something, then we'll have to continue from the last waypoint, which may be over here or it might be along the water. Not sure, but let's slow this thing way down. I mean, there's numbers or something on it. Right? So we're going a little bit fast. I could slip it, but I'm not going to worry about it.
500.
500. We'll slow down very quickly, or will we? First set of flaps. Do not use flaps as brakes, even though that's what I'm doing. Second set of flaps. The wind isn't... Why is it so windy? I can't even get down. My yoke is forward, and the wind and the float of the flaps was pushing me up. Yeah, I guess this is just the smallest runway ever. Full flap, more float, ground effect already. Let's just soften it out, soften it out. Get down low, just down quick, down quick, down quick. Brakes are stopped, the wheels flaps up. And let's see if that counts. I might have to turn around for it to count. We'll see. We will see. That was kind of intense. There you go. Unreasonably dramatic. Did not have to do it that way, but we did it. Alrighty, stay tuned to leg 4 coming right up. Everything is still running, of course, because I never left the sim, right? We just went to the next leg. Aircraft has been refueled, it told us. First set of flaps down, I think we need to get takeoff in a minute here. Alright, let's read about what we're doing. A quick flight, 20 minutes only. Lift off from the airport and set a course to the southeast, pass over the city, located on the North Sea, between the mouths of the River Don and the River Dee. Don and Dee, Don Dee. Aberdeen, historically rooted in shipbuilding, fishing, and textiles, today is a high technology and research hub. The city has numerous internationally recognized landmarks, including the Aberdeen Arts Centre, Marischal College, and Aberdeen Harbour. So we're going to take off, check out the city, and then we'll read about the next thing when we get closer to the next thing. Why am I using that view? Let's use this view. And we just want to... I don't think we can take off from that short of a runway, can we? Maybe we can. Let's try it. Let's take the challenge. So here we go. We are going to literally get comfortable and turn and burn right here, because it's a short runway. And then we'll head towards the city. Oh yeah, we'll look at that little bump. Alright, do not try this at home, folks. This is not how you take off. But we're going to... Whoa. Oh my. The heck is going on here? My yoke isn't working. That was weird. My yoke isn't... Now it's working. What the heck? Because we have a 16 knot crosswind. Flaps up. I forgot about the weather thing. Okay, so let me turn back because this is ridiculous. Okay, so I talked about in the first video how with the bush trips, sometimes they'll have real live weather, which is great in theory, but quite often you can't actually fly that way. GA, VFR, bush trip, you know, and it's not always intended to do that because the it can be so difficult, right? If you're just trying to enjoy a bush trip that's supposed to be easy like this. So sometimes what we need to do, let's do an autopilot. Sometimes what we need to do is turn off live weather, because you can't really fly it. As you saw with that takeoff, looks like a big smiley face right there. With that takeoff with a 16-knot crosswind that I was not expecting, because I forgot when I left the sim and came back for this video, live weather came back. It's not very safe. So I don't even know how I landed then, because that same crosswind. Oh, that's why I said that was dramatic, because I was having this crazy crosswind. Didn't even bother to look, because for the first 2 legs I turned off weather. Anyway, we'll fly like this a little bit. Well, that's cool. But if it gets to be too tricky, well, never mind, because after this video I'm going to leave the sim anyway, so never mind. We'll try to fly the rest of this with live weather, I guess. Let's just do that. But if it makes us crash because the weather is insane at our destination, then I'll refly the last little section with live weather turned off. So there you go. Hope that made sense. I'm not going to repeat it. I want to, but I'm not going to. Beautiful, beautiful town. We're not even all the way there yet. And it's just beautiful. Let's look at it outside and enjoy this. Maybe take a screenshot or two for a possible thumbnail, maybe. Let's see. Anyway, lots to look at. There are some hills. Oh, look at that. That goes all the way from the water to the base of the hills. That's crazy. Alrighty, let's read about the next thing here. Aberdeen was next. Stonehaven. Follow the coastline to Stonehaven. Founded as a fishing village during the Iron Age. And look at this. It must be a highway that goes all the way around it. That's cool looking. That's going to be fun to see. So let's set our heading bug. Again, I set up autopilot for 1,500 feet. Why did it say 1,800 feet? Oh, because I did the wrong thing. I have to go to heading on my multi-panel and then turn my heading bug. That's how that works. Anywho, nice river. Remember, river's Dundee, right? Dundee. Alright, so anyway, autopilot, very simple. I just put my altitude at 1,500 feet, because why not? It's just a number I chose, because that's what we've been using. And the heading bug, we're using GPS, following GPS just because we can. We don't need to, but we are. So that's what I did. Again, same thing, just an hour later. Alrighty, sightseeing for the next, 5.5 minutes, and I'll see you when we get to Stonehaven, and we'll check out that cool looking road that goes around the town. Alright, there's our town just coming in above the nose. I was enjoying these rocky shorelines though. The terrain isn't nearly as good as those mountains in the beginning from Leg 1 in the previous video, but they're cool. But it has been better. I know, sorry, I have the hiccups again. I know the scenery is basically based on what's available at the time. However, for bush trips, I would assume they would display the best they can do with some custom tricks or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like the scenery started better than it is as we go along. Maybe it's in my head. Anyway, alrighty, we're almost at that town, so let's go a little bit this way so we can see the town better, and then we'll read about the next thing here. That was Stonehaven, right? Yeah. So next is Montrose. Montrose? Maintain course, passing over the coastline where rolling hills meet the sea. Gain a visual on the Montrose Basin, a circular tidal basin that is part of the River South estuary. The city of Montrose is located just east of the basin on the North Sea coast. That seems pretty straightforward. A lot of turbulence here as we get closer to the train. Yep. There's the highway going around Stonehaven. looks pretty cool as expected. So we'll check this out together here for a moment, and then we'll head towards Montrose, and we'll check that out as we get there. That's a cool big building right there. Let's hop outside and have a peek. I wonder what this is. That's cool. Look at our shadow. Very fun. Ooh, we got a marina. That's awesome. That's really cool. I like how you can see the different developments at different times. Very nice. Ooh, then we got the rolling hills behind us. Okay. Let's see, where do we gotta go? We gotta turn, actually not to turn too much. We're pretty much heading in that direction. To Montrose, and then one more thing. Two more, no, then we land. Oh, alright, well let's go to Montrose, and then we'll read about, where we're landing. So, see you in a couple minutes. Alright, our town is 3 minutes out right there, but the airport is right next to it, so let's read about Arbroath Airport. Continue on the coast to the south-southwest, remaining just inland of the coastline, gain visual of the town of Arbroath. Land at Arbroath Airport, Echo Golf 1-1, just located to the northwest of the town. Hopefully it's not too terribly difficult to spot. We do have GPS though, of course. So that makes it a little bit easier, or a lot easier, depending how you look at it. So, a couple minutes yet, and then we'll turn towards the airport and land. I guess I'll conclude this video too when we land, because this is like 4, I think. Yeah. And then you have to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when the next video comes out, because that'll contain the next 2 legs of the bush trip. So, there you go, or the final 2 legs. This is the antepenultimate leg, 3rd from last. And, quite fun. Very, very easy bush trip, but it's nice to have an easy one. There's some tricky ones, but, oh yeah, that's right. We have real weather turned on, don't we? We have to keep that in mind when we try to land this crazy thing, because I really don't want to crash and redo it again. Alright, coming up over the town and heading to the airport about 216 degrees or so. We're already at 204. So just a slight turn. Then we'll look for this airport. I'm kind of nervous about this because we have the weather turned on and it's not very favorable for landing a little Cessna in 16, 17 knot crosswind. Not a good idea, but we're going to try. And if we crash, we'll probably have to come back to here and continue, I think. It depends. Used to be if you crash, you had to redo the whole leg. But then they started having it if you crash, you just go back to the last waypoint, your POI. But hopefully you don't have to worry about any of that. I'm just thinking of all possible scenarios. Alright, there's your town. Let's go to 219 or something. 214, 219. We'll just head in that direction. And I'm using the knob on my multi-panel for all things autopilot. And yeah, there you go. We're looking right at it. Airport. Don't see it yet, but hopefully we have a runway that is compatible with our wind, which is basically straight in if possible. Hopefully we can go straight in. What we can do is pull up the VFR map and then pull up the airport and get the runway headings, runway options, lots of them. They're all pretty long too. So we're heading, let's see, wind 204 or so, take away the last number, so like 20. Do we have a 20? We have a 25. That's 5 away. 16 is 4 away. So runway 16 would be the best if the wind really is 204. Yeah, those are pretty close together. 660 and 250. Well, we'll see. We'll pick whatever looks best. So we have lots of runway options when we get there. Did not look like that from the picture though. I mean, it looks like we got one there, and there's 3 I can make out, but I don't know. Runway 16 would be closer to the wind. Well, now it's 224, so now it'd be better to take runway 25, because that'd be 3 degrees off. 30 degrees off, I mean. Versus 40. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there, I guess. First we need to find it. I think it's right there. I think. So, let's dogleg to the left a little. And then try to be as straight in as possible. Unless the wind changes on the ground, closer to the ground. But we're already pretty close to the ground. But that can happen. Where you set yourself up for landing and the wind changes. You don't want that to happen, but it can. Yeah. Final looks outside before we do our approach. Ooh, now the scenery is looking really good again. It was just that one area along the water that didn't look so great, but this is all looking just like real life. I'm not sure how Flight Sim 2024 is going to look better. The only images out there on the web are like enhanced teasers, so I don't know what they're really going to look like. But we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. Alrighty. Is that the airport right there with the 3 buildings? It sure is. Turn off autopilot and wind. Let's take this runway right there at the tip of the nose. Whatever number it is, I don't care. It's going to be closest to what we're heading though right now, I think. That means we have a little bit of crosswind from the left, I think, by the time we get there. So left wing down, right rudder to compensate. Left main, right main, nose wheel. But, Ooh, that's not going to feel good to take that runway, really, because now that we're getting closer, it's a little angled. More than I thought. We'll do our best, though. But yeah, you don't really want to fly Cessna into this. I think it's capable if you read the POH, but I don't think you want to, because we're going to have a 16 knot crosswind. See, is that a runway there? If that's a runway, that'd be the better choice. But I can't tell if that's a runway from here. So, I don't know. I don't think that's a runway. I think only, I don't know. I mean, there's another one out there, but that would not be good. So we're going to use this one. It's not going to be very fun. It'll be kind of fun, but not going to be super fun. First set of flaps. We'll just do 2 flaps. With 3, it might be too hard to control. We can do it. We've done this before. Oh, the wind did change on us. Still high, 16 knots, but it's going to be pretty much straight in, though. I mean, yeah, headwind, that's what I'm looking for. So, it shouldn't be too bad. I think that's a runway. We need to clear the trees, because the trees do count. If you tap a tree with your wheels, it does register as a crash. So we got to be careful. Clear these trees, and then we'll dive down and land. Oh, stalling? No, we shouldn't be stalling. Why are we stalling at 61 knots? Probably because we don't have full flap, maybe? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, here we go. Let's just land nicely. And, whoa. There's like a, that pushed me to the ground. Wheels down gently. Nose wheel, I mean, flaps coming up. On the brakes. Let's conclude. leg 4, which will conclude this video. So again, subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video drops for the final 2 legs of the bush trip. Hit the like button so people know we exist, and I'll see you next time.